it's you again. Yeah, interesting. Figured I'd get you back here again. I'm just waiting for my honey to drip. If you want to hang out, come on. And a little bit of the lemon water. Ooh, don't want to lose your pocket square. Now, today, many people know that I suffered a hamstring tear or pull or rip or something happened. I'm in immense pain, but we're going to make it through no matter what. God bless each and every one of you. The Motrin is kicking in, so I feel pretty good. So what are you going to do? Let's get it in. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's break it down. Let's see if we have a trade here. Sunday night into Monday morning is not my favorite time to trade. It's heavy volatility, and we need to be careful. But we're going to take a break, and we're going to look at what's happening. Take a break from our lives, our real lives, and get into the real charts with the lifer. Let's get that music back up and running. Let's get a sip of that lemon water. And like we always do, sorry for the lateness, but I had to push the show. Number one, we were fighting the playoffs. Everyone wants to see my homies win that game. So, you could say you're the best thing since sliced bread, but it's American football, baby. So shout out to everybody here on the live. Bitcoin still showing lows to 38,000, 39,005 on BOOKMAP. So far, we haven't reached those lows. They could be spoof lows, but we have to take them as they are. Right now, we do see liquidity below us for BOOKMAP. Link to BOOKMAP in the description. And if you can get BOOKMAP the least expensive through my link, jump on it today. It'll blow your mind. I can't believe you went live. Keep it short and go lay back down, Sam. You need to rest. Shout out to my wife. Honestly, the motion kicked in. I feel pretty good. I really do. I bounced back. And, I said my core laws over and over again as I walked. And somehow, each time, I felt better and better. And I'm going to make it. I'm going to be all right. God bless each and every one of you for being here. If you want to jump on in, my Packers lost, still in pain. You know what? Your Packers shouldn't even have went that far, man. Come on. You got to be happy that Love did what he did. You know what I mean? The Packers were almost unexpected in a way. So I think you should be super happy that the Packers were even in there, in my humble opinion. Again, look at me. I'm a guy that was so spoiled for years. It was always about Brady, and I had the bye every year. We waited for the bye, and we usually would win our bye. We went to the NFC or the AFC championship game every single year for years, right? And so, what are you going to do? Lifers in the house. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. You're the GOAT, Sammy. Bang, bang, bang. My bro needs that Twitter dark mode. Nah. I only use Twitter on light mode. Yeah. Never that on dark mode. Nope. I can't use Twitter on dark mode. I like Twitter on light mode. It's the one thing I need on light mode. It just doesn't. I've been using Twitter I've been on Twitter since 2011. All right. So I'm an OG, man. I got 13 years in Twitter. All right. And I've been using the white, and I'll use the white till the day I'm done with Twitter. 1-2K on the Bills game. Laces out, laughing my butt. Come on, man. How could they have missed a field goal, dude? A lot of missed field goals this year. This was the year of missed field goals. So many kickers had problems this year. You ever notice that? I noticed that more this year than ever. There was more missed field goals this year, really the last 2 years, really, but so many missed field goals. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and the all-time history index. We're going to break down what we see. I'm going to look at the small time, the big time, and right now we're going to break down the Bitcoin. And the weekly candle close. Bang. Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. Let's see it. Let's talk about it. It was insane. It's been a weird week. Let's see what's going on right here. So we opened at $41,709.56. The high would be $43,572.88. The low would be $40,276.87. And the candle would close at $41,586.94, up $128.67. Or no, down $128.67. So we barely moved. We went down $100 on the week. With all the bearishness, we would get pushed up, pushed down. We would get pushed up, pushed back. And we would eventually close the weekly candle above weekly support, like I talked about, at 41,000. What was that weekly support right there, right? 41,360. We would close the candle. Now, right now, we are below it, right? But we would have to close a candle below it to be bearish right now. So we'll see if this weekly candle can close below it. Right now, it's setting up as it may. Remember, there's a point of control you're losing to, and you're in a gap of the VRVP. If you look at the weekly says you're coming back down to meet the 21-day moving average at the very least. And you're coming back down to these key areas of supportive resistance. So it just tells me that 36,000 to 38,000 is a kind of have to happen, because price action never likes to be this far away from the 21-day moving average. So you heard it here first. I'm not saying it has to be guaranteed, but it's most likely we're getting some type of pullback for Bitcoin, and on a bigger scale. Good morning, Sammy. Cup of coffee and lifer. This is on Monday morning. What a way to start a week, all the way from South Africa. Thanks for all your hard work. God bless you and your family. Shout out to Mac Tire, chilling in South Africa. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you so much for that $70. I don't know what that is. Let me take a look at what that is in our standards over here. $3.68. God bless you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to the 679 people here on the live. 203 likes. If we can get the likes up to the watchers, I would greatly appreciate it. SHIDO is a winner. We took SHIDO last night for gains. I sold it for $1,000 this morning. If you're in the trading group, you got the update. I was hot on SHIDO last night. Who here was here with me last night? Was able to make the trade or saw something that they saw, the education, and was able to make gains. The 9 to 12K is coming, and I have huge orders, and relax. I don't chase fake pumps. The big players in the ETF have been in since Bitcoin's existence. I feel like they've always pumped close for the show. Shout out to the lifers. Love in the chat. Smash the likes for the hardest worker TA in the game, Crypto Bear Baker. Grats for getting a UFC champion South Africa at Mac Tire. Took 16% on SHIDO. Shout out to Brawny Music. I love that. MANTA was fire. Let's take a look at MANTA too. I didn't get a chance to look at MANTA. That's exciting. God bless you guys. We'll finish here. So now the weekly not looking too good, but coming back down. And I wouldn't be surprised if the weekly does come all the way back down to the 200, the 21 SMA here. And we go through this gap in the VRVP after a severe rejection and a blow off top. And you can clearly see we have weekly resistance at 43, 44,000, 43,978. So here you go. Now this weekly candle will have to close. If this weekly candle comes back up and we wick and we close up here, then we still stay inside this flag and the flag is maintained. And there's a chance that we continue to the upside out of the flag. However, we will have to close a weekly candle above this yellow line, which right now is not the case. I'm open-minded because there's still a chance because the weekly candle hasn't closed. We have a week, but only time will tell. As a trader, you want to be like a chess player. And I say this all the time, but you want to have a bunch of, parameters set and you go each direction depending on what happens. So for me, like my mind will stay bullish if we can close a weekly candle back above the zone. But right now I have to remain bearish for Bitcoin, period. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. So we'll move into the 5-day chart. The 5-day coming back to the 21-day moving average. Yes, we have a golden cross, but I've seen dumps into golden cross. What it does mean, though, is it means even if we get this pullback, even if Bitcoin goes to 35, 36,000, or doesn't even go sideways here and we get a bigger move, whatever it says that by April, May, June, really July at the latest, you're going to be higher and nicer further above. This will have played out. The 50 will have crossed the 200, and we will have some major big moves. That's what it says. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. But if you backtest this theory and you see how many times, like we backtested the 21 crossing the 200 SMA on the 5-day and we got massive moves, right? So sick, you barely look at the screen, but my bro is still got on a bad leg. So I'm here. Shout out to Stack McChange. We love you, man. Thank you. Keep up those tap dancing shoes on. Be ready to take it in. Stack. God will present you with better energy somehow, some way. By hearing my voice, by being a part of us. I love you, man. Hit that sour sop, right? You're gonna be right as rain, man. Right as rain, baby. Let's take a look at that 3-day chart. 3-day chart going through the 21. Usually when you lose the 21, you'll come down to the 50. Usually when you start to get these very far apart, similar to Bollinger Bands, I wouldn't be surprised if we start to come back, get closer, pull the 50 in, the 8, get nice and tight on these moving averages. Do something like this, maybe make a bigger consolidation, pull in the moving averages, and then Bitcoin can go on a major massive move to the upside here, right out of a bigger consolidation to 73,000. It needs to build a strong base if it's going to break its previous high and really go into some massive pumps. So, it's going to happen in its time, everybody. They're going to continue to print the dollar. Remember, the dollar they're going to continue to print the dollar to zero. They did it to every single currency throughout history. They're going to do it to this one. They've already been doing it to this one. So have no fear. History will prevail. If you've done your research, you're going to be fine. If you have enough staying power and patience, I'm telling you, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice, but Bitcoin, in my humble opinion, all right, one thing I do believe, because I show you what the charts convey, but what I truly believe is that Bitcoin will continue to go up in value based on the fact that they continue to print money to zero. All right, no respect for the dollar gives more respect for Bitcoin, and the more you see governments just acting a fool and really inefficiently running. How many of the, every time you see the MBTA or the MTA, they always run horribly, right? What's up with that? The trains, they always get tons of money pumped in, nothing ever works. It happens in every city. It's the same story. It's here in Boston. It's everywhere. It's interesting, man. These governments don't know how to balance balance sheets. They're little kids that just use your daddy's credit card. Republicans and Democrats on both sides of the aisle. There are some libertarians and some conservatives. Really, that's the only people I see, and maybe a few Democrats here and there. But for the most part, they all think that you could just continue to spend money over and over again. Over and over and over again. We're going to stop that. We're launching the blockchain party here. We talk about it every single day. We will be the president of the United States in 2032. We're going to take it all the way to the upside. We're going to have the greatest cabinet on the planet, and we're going all the way to the top, right? And we're going to put everything on the blockchain that we can, at least up to its national security. But again, at the end of the day, you always have this guise of national security, and then you have this group of people that get to do whatever they want behind the scenes. And eventually you get a guise or a faction that gets to kind of be offset of the government or everybody else, yet they get to get all the information and the technology to collect the data on you. And then what do? Well, you have a loose faction inside the gov. And if you think about it, and you just do game theory by yourself, and you start from the 18th century and you put in technology, then obviously you're going to get a group of people that get to, there's always someone that knows someone before you, and they get to be kind of on the inside, right? You think about it. Every once in a while, you've been the one on the inside sometime for something. Sometimes it's just something tiny and small, but you may have been the one on the inside, and someone else wasn't able to know the information you knew, all right? So this is a weird pattern, right? I'm going to go back to what I've been looking at the whole time on the daily, right? So I'm getting rid of this immediately, and I'm sticking to the idea that we were in a beautiful ascending triangle. We broke from it, and now we're in this falling wedge. And there was kind of a vibe that we broke from the falling wedge, but because I was sharp on it like so. But I guess we just kind of have to be like tight on it at this point. And so this is what we've been watching, right? And we're getting tighter in the zone. Now, falling wedges break to the downside only 32% of the time. However, look at this. That would be a beautiful move to the 200 SMA. We also, we've lost the point of control. You fall down the hill, just like you go up the hill. So it's likely you're coming down to 36,700. I'm just telling you. It's very likely based on the VRVP. We're VRVP traders here, really. At the end of the day, one of our most basic and simple ways to trade is knowing when you lose key nodes, you're coming to the next node. And yes, we could go to 30,000. Yes, we could see 25, and yes, we could see even further lows down. We could retest the low. It would be highly unlikely based off bullish divergence on the weekly, but anything could happen, all right? I'm going to be the one to tell you, no matter what, if we get here and we lose a key level, we're going to short together and make some gains. You know what I mean? If we get here and we get a bounce, we're going to find the 618, and we're going to be able to see the reversals on the smaller time frames in the 1 minute when I'm live one day, and then we're going to move the back up. If anyone's going to be able to coach you through the next 2 to 3 months of price action, I promise you it's me, and I promise you I'm going to be here every single day no matter what. No matter what happens to my hamstring is, I'm telling you right now, pulled like you wouldn't believe. But I'll be honest, I'm on this mat, and now that I'm standing on this mat, there's a lot of relief. And it really must be also... It must be also the Motrin kicked in because I'm just feeling way better. So remember, I talk about this, and I've already told you this, but the second we lost the 200 SMA on the 1 hour, I told you we were bearish. I told you that is a bearish sign for me, and I'm done. Okay? We go to the 4 hour time frame. I said the same thing, and look, we bearishly retested it, and look, shoulder, head, and shoulder started that nasty dump to the downside. Now you look, the 4 hours also pushing to the downside again and wants to continue down inside of a bull flag, a bear flag, right? So you're in a bearish flag, and you're breaking down. And the length of the pole is your move. You would have to open that, and this says that you go further to the downside for Bitcoin. There we is. That's what it is. Yeah, and this says we drop to this area here, possibly see this little bit of price action. But I'm looking, I'm eyeing 39,800 for Bitcoin. And, we got the order book waiting for us down there. It's just very likely that it's going to happen. The short we talked about, not this Thursday, but last Thursday on the weekly screen share is still in the money that we talked about getting into. It's pretty crazy. So, it's been an amazing run. And Bitcoin's not that hard to figure out. Anything in the world is not that hard to figure out. When you lose the 200 SMA, immediately fit bearish. Immediately. And don't listen to anyone else. All right? And now you have to listen to me, right? But you'll figure this out on your own. I'm just teaching you things in the chart that are going to be true. So today, I was talking to everyone in my trading group, and I was like, look at this flag. We got a little flag. We got a little pump. I said, yeah, but it's lackluster. You even have kind of a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder here. And then I said to everyone, watch to see if the 15 loses the 200 SMA. We did. The second you do that, stops up here, you're bearish again. And look, you would have made so many gains just doing, and I show this every single day on my channel, day in and day out. And it's kind of sad because, and then you came down, you barely retested the POC, if we zoom out a little bit, right? It barely retested the POC right there, the red line, which was a bounce right there, bounce, came back, and then the short to the downside. Boom. All right. I was with my daughter at like taking her to a hockey ice skating thing, but use a ton of muscle skating. You never use while walking. Yeah, you're a real one, man. If you got up off that couch and went to put your suit on, God bless you. Thank you. Fall up the stairs like Biden. There's always a small bump and dump before the bull runs. Look at history. Yeah. Bro, how's your leg? My leg is killing me, man. I went to do some things, nighttime charting, and here you are, highly trained. They're thinking about Bitcoin options. Shout out to the 811 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 265 likes, $24 in chat revenue. The lifers are real, baby. The lifers are real. So look, that's a bear flag. You couldn't get above resistance on the 15. Resistance, resistance, resistance. If you can't get above the, you look left. If you can't get above the previous resistance, expect more downside. And so now I would see for, the 4 hour wants to go lower. So to me, let it rain. 1 minute, 7 minute. There's your bullish div for the bounce back to the upside. Weak sauce though. So here's the deal. You set up your new support or resistance line. Start projecting the flag yet again. And be careful. Sunday night into Monday morning. Worst night to trade in my humble opinion. I mean, I'll bring that back. If you're scalping on the small time frames and you know exactly what you're doing, and you're in and out with precision, anytime can be done, and tonight's good because there will be volatility. Like, it's better than Saturday in the middle of the day, This was a weekend. Price action went absolutely sideways all weekend like this. And then right when the weekly closed, but look, you had a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. You kind of had a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder there. You barely retested. You lost the 15-minute 200 SMA. Everything that I teach you, high volume node, bang. Likely to fall down to the value area lows. And at least test this low now too, right? At about what, 40,600. Does anyone ever had a pink pineapple? I think I'm going to cut this up tonight if I have it in me. Pink pineapple. I think I've had it one time in my life. A rare treat indeed. Follows for royal recipes. The pink glow pineapple. Product of Costa Rica. The jewel of the jungle. And I've never had one in my life. Let me know if you have. Man. Yes, I have. It tastes normal. Just like a pineapple. Just go grab a regular pineapple. Don't buy one in a box. You probably got ripped off. What kind of guy in a 3-piece suit are you? One of those slow guys or one of the smart guys over here? Eh? Why don't you smarten up? Stop buying pink pineapples and get something else in your brain over there. What are you? You buy anything. They call it pink, you buy it, huh? They make it pink, you like it, huh? What are you? Paisano, huh? So if I spray shoes pink, you're going to buy them, huh? How about I make your coat pink, huh? You going to like it? Just, how about I make this, hey, let me see this lemon, huh? How about I make this lemon pink, huh? You like that? Get out of here. Get away from me. Get away from me over here. Shout out to everyone on the live. Thank you for jumping on it. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. My good friend, he's staying at my house, and he does Peter. He was actually helping me. I was like, he really hurt, And he said that if he wouldn't come on camera, but he said if, he'd be willing to come on and do the voice of Peter. I said, would you? Come on, man. Could you come on? No, yeah. Dave, you could do it. Just one time, man. I said I won't reuse his real name, but he's just one time. He's gonna come on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Lois? I think I'm gonna grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up your butt. Everybody, I like Crypto Lifer. That's right, everyone in Quahog loves him. Put a big hand up for him.
Yeah, that's right. I want to hear it. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. Yeah. Hey, Brian, let's go for a walk. I love you. Quahog rocks. 2024. I love Bitcoin. Yeah, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before my point.
I couldn't finish it off. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Oh, never mind. Your accent needs work. This guy, Magic Lifer. Nah, I think they're pretty juicy for pink pineapples. I like to see it. I can't wait. Hey, Sam, I don't know if you still play stocks, but PayPal broke inverted head and shoulders on the 1 week. Pulse News of the 25th. Possible integration with X. Oh, that's a big thing. I'll take a look at that. Thank you for saying that. February is 10X month. I can't wait for Feb, right? So, look, I see Bitcoin making some type of flag here. You know, the way you could bounce back if you can get a kind of a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder and shoulder ahead and some type of right shoulder here and get a move back to the upside. Bang. That's something I'm looking at here for BTC. 1 hour time frame. Messy. Swing up to swing up. Well, this is kind of swinging down. A little bit of a hidden bullish. Right? But it's a bit of a stretch for hidden bullish. But I've never really... That would be a new one for me. So here's the deal. I would not long Bitcoin unless it can somehow get its way back inside of this trend that I felt like it bearishly retested here. Could even just call it I'd even just bring it smaller. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, you'd have to get back inside. Really, yeah, it would just make, I'll make it a trend, but it's a support or resistance line right here. Previous resistance became support. That's 41,450, 41,005. We had a point of control too at 41,600. Bitcoin must get back above those areas to remain bullish. It never got the pump to the 200 SMA on the 1 hour time frame. It continued to go to the downside, right? However, the more it gets pulled away for the 21 and the 200, the more it's going to have to get yoked back inside. It's very interesting. One thing I also see that many people may never see is kind of it's a chance it's doing some type of inverted head and shoulder here that could still break to the upside. We still have this beautiful low of the insane divergence and the wickage to the downside at 40,020, 200, right? So until we lose 40,020, 200, that is going to be our low on, for our major low here. So are we going lower? I'm bearish. Yeah, I would stay bearish for sure. Why not? I don't see any reason why the 4 hour doesn't continue its pounding all the way down to 40,564. So I would remain bearish all the way down really to 39,005. I would be surprised if we don't go down to 39,500 with this 4 hour time frame, but you never know. Let's look at our 12. Yeah, the 22 is even rolling over. The daily super low and could continue to the downside. Your 3-day chart's pretty beat down. And look, once you start losing 21-day moving averages on bigger time frames, you usually come down. So don't be surprised. And look, there's a gap. That would be a beautiful dump to the downside. Beautiful dump. And then we'd be back to testing 31,000. All right. There's a chance we hold the zone here. And we look at the daily. The daily, we do have this support at 37,008, right? We have daily support right there. Right there. 37,038, but it's just likely we're coming down. I know I got a lot of lines, but that's just what happens when you work the daily down. And look at Bitcoin going further to the downside now. Even the 1 hour is just getting pressed. To me, the 4 hour says, I want to continue down. And once you broke this key level, you're dropping all the way back down, likely to 40,600. All right. Peace, y'all. I'm going to stay XRP for life. God bless you, brother. Stay XRP for life, man. We love you. Stretch that hammy before bed, brother. How would I stretch it when it's in so much pain, though? I don't think I should be I believe I tore a muscle. How do you stretch a torn muscle? Right? I don't know if I should be stretching a muscle that's like beat up and like strangled meat, I don't know. That's what you guys say, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm also not going to overpost tonight in the trading group. If you're watching the trading group, number one, I am in pain. I need to just rest my brain. Number two, I'm not going to overpost. Number three, we made gains this morning on SHIDO, right? And so, bang, bang, bang. SHIDO, guys. SHIDO, guys. Team, we could put SHIDO gains up. That was like the main gain of the night. SHIDO, guys. SHIDO. SHIDO. Let me see if I put it out. But yeah, last night I put out SHIDO. It looked interesting to me. The whole market was kind of garbage. And SHIDO looked like it could get the pump to the upside that I was looking for. So there was my before for SHIDO on that 4-hour time frame. Why did I like it? Aggressive curve in the Stokes. Lack of bearish momentum. Swing low to swing low was an uptrend. This was a slight downtrend down, right? Even though there was kind of a head, shoulder, hip pattern there. Even though some other time frames were a little sketch. And the moving averages were close enough for another push. And so it told me that there was a likelihood, high probability of SHIDO making a move to the upside based on the indicators, based on all the things that I teach. So let's take a look at what SHIDO did. And so I got into SHIDO for 10 grand before I go to bed, right? And so there's your before right there. We're looking at SHIDO on the 4-hour time frame when it's like this. And I'm looking at it last night, like this thing looks good to me. What is that? The blue bar? The blue line there is Alt V. It's a vertical line. Alt V or Control V, depending on a PC or Option V. Maybe, no, it's Alt V for a PC, Option V for a Macintosh, right? Blessing, Sam. Thank you for your time, buddy. Shout out to Stas. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Matic is dipping it again. I can't win with my Matic. Sorry about that, Tom. Make it a long-term hold, man. Soak in Epsom salts and take fish oil. Thank you for saying that. A lot of people are telling me about the Epsom salt soak. And I'm going to do that too as well. My bones are aching. Aching. So SHIDO. I looked at SHIDO last night just like this. Bang. And, just in my trading group, whenever I go out of my way to put a lot of checks, see this? Whenever I make it clean, like this is what I call like one of my cleaner setups. SHIDO, exchange, MEXC, technical pattern, stochastics, relative, visible, volume, MACD, moving averages. 1 hour, 4 hour, right? And just kind of break down what I'm seeing. Definitely tells you that I'm like, I want you to see all these different. There's a big teaching moment here for SHIDO, right? And so I put my butt on the line every day, publicly. Like I'm out there last night, right? And people they could have laughed at me. I take an ice bath, retired college ball player. Only thing that helps soreness overnight. Shout out to Lifer Adam, we love you. And he knows, man. And so SHIDO on the 4 hour, and then boom. So that was like the SHIDO idea, right? And then if we let it play, boom, skis. I mean, and it wasn't amazing, but for today, when the market was like whatevers, that's pretty awesome. And if we look at SHIDO right now, let's break it down. We got a pump too from here up to there was still like a 17, I think it's about a 17% gain. So we're looking for SHIDO to get to about 14, which is 1.5 cent, 1 4/10 cent. It's 0.1, right? But I just look at it. So yeah, just so do you guys do the same thing? Whenever I'm trading something, like I just trade that like it's 13. You know what I mean? If I'm in 0.7, I double the 30. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hope you do that. It makes it easy, right? So measured move takes us even further up. You can hit control and it will give you a copy of anything on the screens. Like say I want a copy of price action. I mean, of a price note. I can just grab that. I hit control. Say I want another blue line. I hit control and it'll just give me another blue line. It's awesome. So you don't have to go back to the tool plate, grab what you need. It's already right here. Say you need another trend line, just hit control. Then you grab it. You can just go busy. And look, I can hit control here and grab another one. I don't have to hit Alt T. It just makes it simple and easy. Super, super awesome shortcut. Me of all people, I think about it, you ever see me do like 20 super chats in 30 minutes, right? I got to do as many as I can because people get upset when you don't do the super chats. You got to make people happy. You got to if you're going to be out here every day like I am, you got to do the right thing. And you got to put in all the effort. And when people want to get down, you got to give them what they want, right? And these shortcuts help me get it done. So if anyone can teach you how to use TradingView and get it in, and then at the end of the day, that's what trading is. It's being really good at your programs. At the end of the day, everyone always kind of bypasses that idea, but it's about knowing how to execute your buys and sells. It's about getting in and out. It's about believing in what you're doing, right? Having faith in your system, but also building a system. Well, because you wouldn't be able to have faith if you didn't build it, right? And that's the beauty too of trading. You build it from the ground up, and either you have staying power and you remain, or you leave this market because you can't handle it. Like either you discipline yourself enough to remain in the game, or the game will see you right out. It'll open the door and see you on your way right out the door. That's what I love about trading. It's a no whining game, right? It's truly Charles Darwin. Everyone else can BS everything in life, but you can't BS trading. Either you can make it out on the other side or you can't. Either you can make it a full-time career or you get slaughtered, right? So my H-bar is sick as well. Why do you stream in suits? I day traded stream in sweatpants while streaming price action because my grandfather worked 7 days a week. And we talk about this on my channel, and he wore a suit and tie even though he was a bricklayer. And when the pandemic happened, I started streaming, and I was streaming in like you said, in my sweatpants and my shirt. And honestly, after like a year of that, it felt kind of garbage, man. And my dad called me, and he said, I hope you're dressing up. He said, I hope you're taking care of yourself, putting on a collared shirt. You know, your family, we're all about taking care of ourselves. High respect, you know. He's like, don't be lazy, just be putting on a shirt. And he said that to me one day, and I think I put on the 3-piece a week later. And then I started dressing up. Also, it's more effort. And also, I teach people from around the world, and people respect me. And I meet these people in real life. And this is also just how I dress regularly. Like, I just look like this every day. If you saw me outside in the street, like, I would look like this. So you should see me the same way. Yeah, he was a bricklayer, but he wore a suit. Yeah, exactly. That's what you wouldn't believe. Yeah, that's why I come from a really strange family. Now, I'll tell you what, he would wear the suit on the train. He would get into the trailer. He would take his jacket off. He would take his tie off, right? He might have had a working coat if it was colder out. Exactly, you know. He would roll up his sleeves, put on an apron, and he would bricklay. But on his way back home, he would continue to dress nice on his way back, you know. So survival of the fittest, man. Amen. Exactly. Drop me a gem. It's my B-Day. Dang, I work in construction. Never seen that. I mean, this was back in the 50s, man. And the 60s. People had more respect for themselves back then. People did things that you don't see now, right? So I was raised old school. My dad was born in 1946. So that's why I wear a suit and tie every day, man. Because I actually care about my legacy, where I come from, and my family name. And it means something to me. And maybe it doesn't mean something to you. Maybe it's cool for you to be in sweatpants all day. But it doesn't, not for me, man. I want to be in a 3-piece about 90% of the time. When I die, unexpectedly, I hope I'm dressed super nice. You know what I mean? So that's me, too. You do whatever you want. I do what I want. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. So could SHIDO make a move out of this flag to the upside? It's the only thing busy right now. The second you lose this level, look for SHIDO to drop back down to the point of control and come to the 200 SMA. But as long as this flag stays above 0.112888, SHIDO has a chance of getting a 32% gain if it comes back down to the bottom of the channel, or 25% gain from here back to this mini measured move here at 0.1. And the bigger measured move out of this big flag that we initially already got into, I sold around here. I'd be actually around where I sold. So pretty interesting. SHIDO's actually up from where we were this morning when I took profits on SHIDO. So if you got into SHIDO with me, you're still in profit. So if you're in the trading group, the only setup we gave this morning or last night, the only thing that I really was like pretty bullish on is something that's still in gains. So you can say whatever you want. And the market is not that great. And Bitcoin is up and down. But my trading group is continuing to take names, kick down doors, and count that paper, baby. Never know who's looking. Exactly. And you know, my other friend, when I met this guy and I started dressing nice and I met him, he said, you know what my mother used to say? You could never overdress. You could never be overdressed. You could be underdressed for sure, but you could never be overdressed. Right? And I 100% agree with him. And so there you have it. Also, because I can't, it's not easy to dress like this. Like, I have like multiple ties, multiple shirts. It's almost like, you know, it's you have to actually put in effort. It's almost like having a car collection. Like, you have to have a collection of clothes that's pretty ridiculous. So it's something most people can't do. Like, I couldn't always do this. I worked a night shift, you know. But look, I did see more downside coming for Bitcoin as we continue to collapse. I told you, I don't see why we don't continue to go further to the downside. My target is 40,600. All right. Alt's ready to moon. Next major buy opportunity on the alt gem should be when ETH BTC breaks from the DeVir historically, maybe. Shout out to Todd Ferris gifting 5 memberships in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 789 people on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Less people here in an inopportune time. Was gifted a membership by Todd Ferris. Thank you, Todd. We love you. Solo is running up. Check it out. Versace Todd, Dior suit, robot leg, my man. SHIDO project is very, very nice for long term. I believe that, yeah. Next major buy opportunity in altcoin gems. We could get a major dip. We are getting a full moon, but, it's not the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's just a full moon. But AMP is killing it right now. Where'd my Todd? Shout out. Anyone know how to get a membership, though? I was on a show the other day, and they gave them, and I tried to jump on one, and now I get your frustration. Like, how do you jump one? We were looking at Ondo, too. Karate, should I dump it out to sell? Karate continues to pump. Karate, we also gave in the trading group, right? So the second we lost, I told my group, be careful if the 15 loses the 200. Once we lost that, that's when you open the short with the stop loss on the other side. You're in massive gains now. I have shown everybody over and over again how this is such a simple way to trade, and I've talked about it daily. And I will continue to do it until people eventually start making gains. What happens is 1 out of 100 people pick up on this and start to make gains. And then another one, and another one. And if I keep teaching it, eventually thousands of people learn how to trade the market without doing things silly, without using their emotions. They're able to see the market the way it is. They're able to take advantage, and they're able to make gains. Look at this, continuing to the downside. Like, I don't wake up and go, oh, we're going up, and I can teach you why. And then you can backtest all my theories and see, why does he say that? Why did he think? Why did he believe? And it wasn't even what I believed. It was the probability of what was likely going to happen. May not always be in the charts, but always watching the master of play. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa. I love you, man. You've been around for a long time, Wayne. I remember your name, brother. There's a lot of you OGs here. Shout out to Stack McChange. I hope you're feeling better, Stack. I think you got to turn on the feature with the same channel I did with Miss Teen Crypto. But where is it? Like, how do you do that? Like, it's weird. Yeah. Sam, is Ethereum creating a falling wedge pattern on the 4-hour? I mean, it's going to follow Bitcoin that Bitcoin's doing. Sam mode on fire. Been watching since 2021. I've been here 10 days straight, learning worlds. I appreciate you. Shout out to Mr. Bobby Fresh. And you're new, too. So we got people that just jumped in. And you're a legend, Sam. Shout out to Michael Beauregard. Nah, man. God bless you guys. The official Gem Class podcast. It's supposed to go down. It's Sunday at Crypto Lifer. I know, right? Much love, Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. Hey, man, just want to say thank you for popping on so much and giving us your most valuable asset, your time. For real, man. Thank you. If you're going to do something, do it all the way. That's how I say it. So if I'm going to be a streamer on YouTube, then I'm going to make it my life. Until I move on to something else, I'm going to do this day in and day out with 110% of what I got. And I'm just going to be committed, right? Bear market, bull market. Some days we didn't make a dime. Some days we made a killing. Some days the business was huge. Some days people left the group. Some days the group, we went through ups and downs, right? But we eventually won and continued to grind. And it shows that if you keep coming, if you keep pushing, if you build your reality, you will live in your reality that you built. And if you work on it, it will be yours and nobody can take it away from you. Gifted membership to say super chat. Can we please check out our baby MYRO? We love you, big dog, from Antonio House. God bless Jamal. Antonio. And so I see Bitcoin continuing to go down to 40,600, which we may then stop. And then my next big area would be about 39,006. You might get a stop at 39.8. BOOKMAP corroborates the story that we are likely going further to the downside. I've been putting out 3 to 4 videos a day, but do they have value, man? Quantity over quality over quantity. Now, I don't know what you're doing, but good for you. Keep pushing it out, right? This channel will 10x this bull run. God bless you. It's a lot of work. Super chat, Solana, and MYRO. Are we going to open a short live, Lifer? I wish I did that already. Let's take a look at the 5-second chart. .30-second. I don't like to trade Sunday night, so you very rarely see me opening up trades Sunday night. I can still tell you where price action is likely going, and I probably should have traded it, but I got rules. I just got rules that I don't break, And it's just very rare to see me trade Sunday night into Monday morning. I have to have a trade already open weeks ahead that's already up, and I'm moving the stop in, you know what I mean? Shout out to Ace, Crypto Live for the legend. God bless you, my friend. When 10X month comes, it's going to be insane in here. You're right, brother. I'm sitting at my night shift job right now. Hopefully the goal is to be a stay-at-home dad after this bull run. Dude, I worked the night shift for 6 years of my life, man. From 31 to 37 or 30 to 36. I can't remember exactly the years because they all blend. Hey, man, loving the TA, but just came in. Have you done TA on MYRO? We're about to do MYRO right now. You have almost the same amount of subscribers as there are citizens in my city. Cool. Shout out to Brainwaves. We love you, man. Anybody exploring the SUI ecosystem? Pseudo finance is cool. Hey, I'm at my night shift too. I need more cash. Hey, so I left my 10-year business to become a trade, and it's the hardest decision in my life, but I feel it's the best choice I've ever made. Looking to buy on this downhill, walking for Bitcoin to go below 39.9 and see where it goes. Yeah. My favorite trading is in TIA. Always goes back up. It's very dependable. It is a very, very good buying coin right now. It's got a lot of buy pressure on people that like it, so you can swing it. You can swing it. I agree with you. It's a great swing coin. And actually, I may even focus on swinging it more and more and more. I'm going to flash some token metric for you too and see what's happening. This costs you money every month, so you're nice enough. MANTA Network, Ondo, Python Network, and Celestia. Hot coins. And we knew it was hot. We already were hot on Ondo this morning. Talked about MANTA Network. Let's take a look at MANTA. There's still a lot of awesome stuff going on. I love it. No matter, everyone gets caught up with the fear and greed index here for Bitcoin, which I want to see in the 40s. But it bounced from 52. It came up a little bit. So with all the nonsense, shout out to Pokey Brothers getting liquidated. It is what it is, man. Use a stop loss even for a little bit of money. MANTA, I'm not really into holding MANTA. I just want to get in on the speculation. I'm in solo pretty heavy. Could you put your eye on it and see what you think? Thanks, Sammy Hammy, Paul McQuinn. Can everyone just please let's say a prayer for Sammy's Hammy? A group prayer for Sammy's Hammy. No, seriously. Dear Lord, my hamstring is beat up, but I got to keep pushing. I got my kids. I got things to take care of. My wife is pregnant. Can I have some weird, miraculous recovery that just doesn't make any sense? I'll put all my faith in you. I'll grind with you. I'll tell everyone how great you are all the time, every day. And, I know that's not how it may not work, you know what I mean? But what I do want to send is positive energy your way. Thank you for everything. And even if I do have to go through this pain, I'm blessed that you're here for me. And maybe it's time for me to slow down. You're trying to teach me something. And whatever comes of this injury, I'm okay. I've submitted to it. And blessings that I'm here tonight. So thank you, dear Lord, for everything you've given me. Thank you for the blessings that you've sent my way. Thank you for the beautiful clothes. Appreciate it. All right. And thank you for helping me feel good. Why did I dress nice? Because when you're in pain and you're not feeling well, I think you dress good to kind of make yourself feel better. And that's what I did. I didn't even know I was going to dress this. I did not even have this. I've never seen this outfit put together in my life. I never thought about it. I'll tell you honest truth. 80 to 90%, 90% of the time, magnesium spray topical, you won't be sorry. My wife has been spraying magnesium on my skin over and over again. You are telling me the honest truth, man. So I love that I always get the right thing. So my wife figured that out. She's been using the magnesium spray on me all day today, all afternoon since I got back. I love this coat. I got this coat 10 years ago. This Tommy Hilfiger suit when I was back in the day, I remember, to go to a wedding. Maybe 6, 7, 10, maybe 10, 12 years ago. And I never really wear it, And then this is a vest that I got on my own. They don't match, right? They don't go together. But you can wear vests with this, you know what I mean? That's what I've learned now, too. You can mix and match. Dude, now I have vests. You can mix and match. You can have fun. Just have fun. Have fun with everything you do. Have fun with the way you dress. Have fun with the way you live. Have fun with the way you talk. Have fun with people, man. Enjoy your life. You only have one life to live. Be the movie star in your life. You know what I mean? Write the script, get on stage, and be the main, be the main star of your life. You deserve it. You deserve it. Be good to others. Spread light, love, and happiness. When you're doing what you love to do, you know how easy it is to feel good to other people and treat other people with love and respect. So, about to revenge trade. Who's coming with? Don't revenge trade, man, please. But I can't tell you what to do, so I'm not a financial advisor. But revenge trading is a horrible thing to do, everybody. Please do not engage in revenge trading. Walk away, take a walk, leave the computer. The best thing that you could do. So fear and greed index back at 55, which is interesting. If you want to jump on in and learn, if you want to make the gains like we made, understand how we know where Bitcoin's likely going to the downside and based on all the indicators and things that we're using, and be surprised. There could be a nice little bounce here to get the shorts. It's Sunday night. It's going to be volatile. They're going to take it up. They're going to take it down. And it's going to be pretty crazy. So this is CryptoLifer.com, my beautiful website. Jump on it today. I would love it. And right here, this will prompt out. And it'll be a subscribe to our weekly newsletter. I really want to see you in there. If you give me your email address, I'm going to have me and my team are going to work on the newsletters that they're coming out. They're already coming out, but I'm just letting you know what you get. Twice a week, Monday and Saturday. They will blow your mind. Comes out on Monday, and then the next one comes out on Saturday, and so on and so forth. One's a TA engrossing one. One's more some technical analysis, ideas that we're looking at, coins that we're going over, mental, spiritual, physical, how to stay healthy, how to keep yourself going, the 4 pillars of life that I preach. Financially free, spiritually on point with a connection with God, right? Feeling good, working out every day and being in shape, right? Stretching, I should have stretched today. And, mentally too, understanding where you're at. And physical is the mental. That's really how it all works out for me. But all those 4 pillars are so important. Relationship with God, right? Relationship with the physical self, working out, taking care of the self. Spiritual self, knowing where thy soul is, knowing thyself in the spirit. And then that mental health aspect of life. All of those 4 things really come together to create a beautiful life. If you have all 4 things cranking, you're a well-oiled machine. Things are rocking your way. And then how to tune those things is through frequency and if number 1, gratitude. If you're full of gratitude, then you work out because you're grateful for the body God gave you, and you can't sit on the couch eating potato chips because that's not gratitude. So if you're fully full of gratitude, you work out, number 1. If you're fully full of gratitude, you take care of your mental health by working out. It helps your brain. Boom, right? If you use gratitude as the number 1, it takes care of all 4 pillars. If you're fully full of gratitude when you trade, then every little gain you'll be happy about and you won't revenge trade. When you lose, you'll lose, you'll walk away. When you come back, you'll come back. Gratitude will make you a better trader. Gratitude will make you have gratitude for your life. You'll be more spiritual. You realize every single moment is special. So through gratitude becomes the answer to almost all the problems. I'm telling you right now, I know people who don't believe me. But there's either gratitude and love, or there's fear, anger, hate, despair, and negative energies. Jealousy, right? Pain. People eat themselves to, they eat and eat to get over pain, and next thing you know, they're overweight, right? It's like, you got to take care of yourself in this life. No one's going to be there for you. No one can work out for you. My wife can't work out for me. I love my wife. We were in love. I love her with all my heart. I can't work out for her. She can't work out for me. That's one thing I realized. Like, only you can do for yourself what you can do for yourself, man. You got to do it. Nobody can stream for me tonight. No one's going to say sorry if my legs hurt, if my channel starts to lose and I don't show up and my business goes down the tubes, right? No one's the lifer. No one's the crypto lifer. So, and there you go, further to the downside for Bitcoin. And I guess this could be the little flag here. And you lost the 200 SMA on the 5 second there, possible trade. But again, don't take it too, the 4 hour just wants to continue to take you down. It's just that simple, everybody. Stochastics aren't done yet. They like to eat. Time for them to eat more. You couldn't get above the key resistance for BTC. Bitcoin to the downside. Oh, yep. But that's what happens. And you just have to realize that it is what it is. All right. Could we get a bounce? Are we getting a strong divergence? Not enough for me, in my humble opinion. And so the dump continues to the downside for Bitcoin. Where is everybody? Usually when we get a dump, there's a lot of people here running to the market. But they're celebrating their wins. They're out. They're Chief fans. Everyone loves Mahomes. He's such a likable guy. Like, how could you not like Patrick Mahomes? Who here doesn't like Patrick Mahomes? Go ahead. You can be honest. I bet you, of 769 people here, I bet there's one person here that doesn't like Patrick Mahomes. Anyone here doesn't like, I'll be honest, he's such a likable guy, I almost believe that there's no one here. But you never know. Come on, bro, we don't care what you say. We love you, but be gone, man. You heard the people call me a legend, man. I'm known around the world, man. Be gone. We're going to time you out for a little while, all right, until you can get back with us. We'll give you 5 minutes to figure out. Bye-bye, comrade. Peace out, Girl Scout. I'll see you in the next life, brother. I'm a Niner fan. Don't know him, so I can't say I don't like him. I like that. Don't care. I don't know him either, but what he's shown, so a lot of his character has been presented. Seems like a cool dude, I like the guy, but I dislike his hair. Yeah, his hair's bugged out. He's got to take care of his hair. 100%. He could do better with hair. I like TB12 as a role model, but I focus more on being the athlete. Amen. Peace out, Girl Scout. Yeah, man. I see you, Philip. My guy. Yeah. Your charts are busy. Meh. I can't learn. Meh. It's like, come on, man. Like, it's late at night. I'm beat up. We took you from the top-down analysis with nothing on it.
Your charts are busy. Meh. All I do is come to live streams in the middle of the night and complain. Meh. Meh.
God bless you, man. Thoughts on router protocol. Lifer, the GOAT, man. Love you, man. Your boy, Jay Morehouse. We love you, Jaden. Thank you for being here, Jaden. We love you. Appreciate you, brother. And honestly, if you look at this kind of twisted shoulder, kind of head, right shoulder to the downside, right? More downside. More dump easies. Got a little bit of bullish div now here on the 1 minute time frame that could try attempt to save the day. While that motion kicked in, I guess once the motion kicks in, you can like pirouette around town. Unbelievable. Handpicked the wrong man to troll. Yeah. You need a soundtrack on my charts are busy. I come in late at night and complain. Use this every time the haters come. Yeah, right. CREO engines. CREO just never stops. That thing's out of control. If it's blurry, it's you. Shout out to GF Burke. We love you, man. Lemon water helps me understand the busy chart. Yeah. Bitcoin about to give some money to the altcoins. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance and see what this man is saying. All right. Bitcoin dominance. Now we're also going to look at Tether dominance together with it, though. We want to see what's happening. So, look, the last time we looked at Bitcoin dominance, and we'll take, I get it. We'll look at it nice and neat. And believe me, I'm in pain today, so I'm probably a little off when it comes to my precise cleanliness here. So Bitcoin dominance did a bit of a bugle, right? Falling to the downside. Can it get a bounce back to the upside is the question. The daily suggests it may. And that's why we were looking at Tether dominance the other day, right? USDT.D. USDT.D. Wow, so look at Tether dominance. Got a nice little spike up. So look at this. Tether dominance formed this little trend line. You can see it broke it, but came back inside. 1, 1, 1, 1. And then got tight, broke back above it, and then made this little flag. And that was Bitcoin's flag today, but Bitcoin took it to the downside. Like they both went up, and then Bitcoin, right? Same idea. Overbought on the 1, headed up on the 4, but it says we could continue. So that suggests, look, I mean, people are going to be pushed out of Bitcoin. And so now that's going to push up. So now you want to look at total 3. All right. Total 3 is the altcoins. And you want to look at them on the 4-hour. If they want to dump, then, you know. And yeah, see, they still have some more dump. Not that bad, though. All right. I got to give it to him. My charts are super messy today. So then I was rude to the guy, and the charts are so messy. But I just don't like being talked down to. But if you know what I'm saying, those are all my projections from my weekly, when I did my weekly analysis. All right. Long, baby, from the golden pocket in the Val. Yeah, money into USD, then to the altcoins. Wow, there we go. Bitcoin getting a little bit of a bounce. Liver, can you check Cartesi? It pumped like 56 today in 1 4-hour candle. I'd rather not, but I guess it will. I don't know how much longer I can last, everyone. I'm getting hot flashes, and I'm in a lot of pain. Thank God for Motrin, though. Unbelievable, huh? It really, really came through. So it's going to make a symmetrical triangle that wants to break down either way. Hold up. So look, we're going to watch this get tighter in the zone here. I see it as a slanted, inverted. Look at this. You know, kind of shoulders, head, shoulder. That could dump to the downside. You really want to, once we lose 4, 6, 7, we're breaking further down. So it doesn't look amazing for the altcoins. I'll be honest. Doesn't look amazing for the altcoins. A little bit of momentum there, but the 6 hour even wants to roll over. You kind of even bring this trend line even closer to the, almost like we broke out of it. Got very tight. So this is what I see. And, you know, I do see some bearishness. However, I'm open-minded. Like I said, if that weekly candle for Bitcoin can close back above 41,360, then things will change. But right now, it's like a symmetrical triangle that's then going to break to the downside. Shoulder, head, kind of shoulder. You're looking for the 6 hour to start kind of closing candles below the 200 SMA, which it dabbled with there, but it looks like it's going to do it again. And the Stokes are high. This is likely going to drop to the downside, everyone. And yet you have resistance at 485. So unless you can get back above 500, I feel like that's a major, major, major resistance point. And the altcoins look like they're going to take a bit of a fall. I'll be honest, it looks like there's going to be a bigger pullback in the bigger markets. I don't want to be rude to everyone, but just like I can see the bigger pumps coming, I can usually see when we're pulling back. I mean, that once we lose the 8 hour, the 200 SMA on that 6 hour, you're going to come to the 12 hour 200 SMA, which is going to bring you to 43.9 from $470 billion. And again, when the altcoins dump, people will panic sell them off and the prices will go down. I'm sorry to say, but that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm not saying, I mean, that's what, if we lose that level, that's, and it's just very likely. You can see it, tight moving averages. We pump what? Whenever we're upside down, well, we pump up to the 200. Same idea. Look, we got a gap in the VRVP. We lost this high volume node. We're going to drop down to where? The next high volume node, 413. That was when Bitcoin went from that 38,000 level and pumped on out. Same level on total 3. The market cap of all the coins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I want to tell you we're going to do a miraculous pump out of nowhere. Everything's going great. But that just doesn't look like the case. Bitcoin dominance also in a bit of a bear flag here. And when Bitcoin falls out the sky, this looks like it's going to fall out the sky as well. Again, I'm not saying I'm 100%. And if we can break above key areas in the 15-minute can get back above at 200 SMA, things could change. And I'll be looking at the hypersensitive smaller time frames. But right now, it doesn't look amazing. It does not look amazing. Look at Tether dominance gaining a little more momentum as we speak to the upside. Let's take a look at MYRO. So I'd just be careful holding tons and tons and tons and tons of altcoins. I would have a Tether bag on play to be able to gobble up some of the lows here. So MYRO was huge. We got in it too. We traded it multiple times. You saw me sell it off. It finally went all the way up to like 26, 20. It did a 13x for us, about 12.5x, because I think it was like 2 and some change when I first put it out on the trading group and on the live stream. It did good. I'm talking about, can it consolidate here? Or is it going to make, look, a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder to the downside? See how the moving average is curving far apart? Likely it dumps. I pulled a fib here, and I'm looking for, this falling wedge to take us down to the 618, retest the previous resistance for MYRO. All right, 4 hour, 1 hour, yeah, they all kind of say, hey, yeah, and now you have this previous. So I'm looking for MYRO to pull back. And again, I could be wrong. It could be the biggest pumpage and slice, anything coming, but 12 hour, 4 hour, they all tell me there's a little bit more of a struggle. Yeah, just, and what I would love is just nice sideways price action. We can negate this. It doesn't have to go to the 618. We trade MYRO again in a couple days when Bitcoin stabilizes even after a dip from 23 back up to 38. We take it again. So we had a really good week of trading personally. Last week, I traded MYRO on the weekend for thousands of dollars. I woke up this morning to gains, and the week wasn't too bad for trading. We caught a bunch of shorts and a couple longs for Bitcoin too as well. So let's take a look at Solana on the super chats. Solana, I see going further. Once you lose the 4 hour 200 SMA, you're coming down to the 8 hour 200 SMA. Once you lose that, you're coming to the 12. Once you pump up like this, you pull a fib. It just wouldn't be surprised if we reset. We came back to 60 and even back to 81. The whole market looks like it does want to come back. And anyone that chased Solana into that 126 area, a lot of people did that. This is max pain. This is what they do. Have a bag on the sidelines. Get ready to just buy in as much crypto as you can. That's what happens. High those Solana buys at $80 and change. Yeah. CBD topical cream should calm the pain and promote healing also. Thank you. Shout out to Justin Cashmore. We love you. We appreciate you and your family. And we hope you're having a wonderful day out here on the channel. Shout out to all the beautiful lifers that are associated with me and their energy and the vibration that we push. We really thank you for your constant support, love, and energy that you bring to my show and to my channel every day. Without it, I wouldn't be able to push forward like I do. There would be no, I just wouldn't, the passion would just, it wouldn't be the same. So, this is a descending triangle, likely to dump to the downside. Solana also looking bearish. I wouldn't be surprised if Solo dumped down here to the downside, all right? Just be careful, all right? I don't know what they're telling you, but that doesn't look good to me. Data, this one only goes up. Yeah, more like it. Yeah, exactly. I buy more dips and keep mining. Amen. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker in the house. Shout out to Philip C. Pump incoming. He says at 41,030. I see more downside if we can't get back above key areas there. Does it look oversold, Sam? No. I'm loving LCX. I like Sam. I love Sam. Philip C., we love you. So, yeah, be careful of those two super chats there. Super chats cleared. Shout out to GF Burke. You're not in the charts enough if you can't read through the quote, unquote mess. But I get it. Everybody not there yet. You say mess. I say detailed. I don't know. I love it, right? He's like, but he added everything that I was trying to see, MYRIA is something that I haven't bought yet. I'm just waiting on these bigger dumps, and I'm happy. I mean, there's going to be a lot of opportunity in this market. Write down the coins that you weren't able to get that everyone was running into. MYRIA at the 786. Definitely somewhere where I would take my first nibble. Definitely first place to buy is the 786. I mean, you're not running into, for me, you do whatever makes you. I'm talking about me. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I'm saying you should be taken as such, but this is definitely something that I'm looking at. MYRIA, right? That was Sologenics you had up, Crypto. It wasn't Solana. We did both, you freaking official Gem Class podcast over here. What did you walk away from the computer? Hey, I ought to give you. We did Sol, then we did Solana back to back. I'm sorry that I'm too fast for you to keep up, even though I'm in pain. Anyway, MYRIA's in a beautiful cup and handle. This thing is about to handle itself. That's lovely. Honestly, anywhere between that 0.4 and 0.7, and again, it could go to 0 and become a rug. You never know. So you got to do your own research. But I like these key areas for MYRIA, and there's still a big gain coming from MYRIA. All right. Yes, I was looking at the charts. No worries, man. We love you. Wow, almost 2 years with Sammy. Crypto Bear Baker, man. Quick chart, Sammy Cupanendi. A vacation. I am going to be going to Florida in February. In just a couple weeks, I'm going to head to Florida during that break with the kids if I'm okay enough. I don't know if my leg's going to heal, but I think I'll be good in a week. Longest I've gone without the pain that I was getting. So it likes this it likes the tension created by this mat that I'm on. This mat is like good for the muscle because I can press down, but yet then it still stretches I don't know. Space Coast, Florida resident, baby. Shout out to Frank Kramer. We love you, brother. My birthday is February 22nd. Unbelievable. Long Bitcoin, everyone. It's time to run it back. It's possibly could have come, finally grounded itself at 41,000. But you never know. Sketchy night, in my humble opinion. My birthday's March 1st. Pisces in the house. Hey. That's one of my kids' birthdays. I can't tell you, but that's one of my kids' birthdays over here. Let's go, Bitcoin, man. Broward County. Going back to Florida. Yeah, right. Yeah, but I'm going to the East Coast this time. Taproot Wizards. Shout out to the Wizards, baby. Bang, bang. Oh, yeah, one thing I want to look at is MANTA. Wow, Riot broke out in a military raid. Why? I mean, we get the news on Twitter now. We don't got to wait, right? We can find out what's happening on Twitter. Pulled my hammy, dude. I definitely pulled my hammy, man. It was tough. laid up. I was laid up. Right there, laid up. Look, 4,048 of you beautiful people, 92 likes. You people are awesome. You people are awesome. This got flagged today. We don't know why. I kept appealing it. But we think this Twitter system was broken. They kept flagging this. You know what I mean? And it was funny because I did have like, you know, with all the craziness going on and my face was blocked, I was like, they kept being like, this is inappropriate, you know? And I was like, no, it's not. Like, it's just so funny. Like, anyway, right. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. 24,500 on the way to 25,000 subs and more. X payments blowing up, baby. All right, Multiverse X, and you know, wow, trending hard, baby, hard, trending hard. Jasmine, who wants Sam to go to take care of himself? One in the chat. Neighbors just came over, wanted to know about the light source. What's the word on Miami aliens? They're everywhere, man. They're coming to a house near you. Just be careful. They're going to get you. So, yeah, I see some bearishness coming for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at MANTA. It doesn't look amazing. I'd be surprised. Wow, we're in the gains now for MANTA, huh? I like that. We got in at 225, and this thing is now on the rippage. And honestly, see this movement? I mean, that's pretty nice. That tells me it's just starting with some strong momentum. May have come down a little bit, but I mean, it's on a tear here. People are fiending for it, and they want to use the ecosystem. I just want to take advantage of their, you know, over exuberance and speculate on top of that. I'm an old man. I was 26, 27, 30, and I thought every coin was, you know, or you get this young exuberance when you're a young investor. 25 to 30. Once you hit 40, you realize that you're halfway through your life. And it's kind of this one story that I like to talk about, but I can't really mention it. But it's about the bull, right? The bull's talking to his son. You know one of them, right? And he says, Dad, why don't we just, you know, run down there? And he's like, yeah, why don't we walk down and just do it all? Like, you know? That's kind of how it looks like to me. It's just like the same kind of idea. It's like you realize that you don't have to rush in. You realize there's always going to be an opportunity. There's a market all the time. And you just got to be level-headed and patient. And your gains are coming. They're there. They're already there. You just need to be there. You just need to be responsible enough to take them. Right? But like, I mean, that looks nice to me. Possible continuation here from MANTA. Bit of hidden bullish divergence too. As this swings down, then that swings to the upside. Tells me we could get a continuation. We might get a dip further down. Might get better prices, 246. But I mean, if anything's going to be hot, I'm going to be able to. If anything's hot, I find it, right? Like I made gains today on MANTA. I shouldn't have made any gains. The market's weird, but we still pulled gains out of the market. Why? Because we do this relentlessly, right? I'm not saying every single day. There are days I lose for sure. Like the whole day is a loss. Like I don't win that day. But lately, even if I may come down a little bit on the bigger portfolio, I make a win here. And when I'm always just looking at my swing bags and I'm going in and out, I'm taking gains. And if I can make 1,000 a day, 3,000 a day, keeps the doctor away, baby, over here. Right? The life force. So, and shout out to everyone in the trading group. Trading group is blowing up. We love all the new, beautiful people here. You know, just keep pushing. Don't give up on yourself. They're going to make you think the market sucks. They're going to make you think there's no opportunity out here. They're going to make it feel like it's drab and your emotions are going to crush you. All right. But if you stick with it, you're going to be successful at anything you stick with. So you got to just pick something to stick with. I eventually stuck, thank God, with crypto, and look where it got me. So stick with something, please. I beg you that. If you do, this is the best advice I could give anyone. You got to stick with one thing and you got to do it over and over again. That's it. You can't you can't be good at 1,000 things. You got to be really, 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 really good at one thing. And once you get really good at that one thing, you can make enough money to slowly free up your time, and then you can eventually kind of build a life. But you got to grind. Like, everyone wants it all. They want, like me, I wanted it all. I thought I could be a millionaire, go out with my buddies, but like, God, no. For me to get to that status and all that, It had to have been a day in and day out. Like, and I can see my friends, I can hang out with my friends, but I really couldn't take anybody with me. This was my journey on YouTube, right? This was my destiny. I took each and every one of you with me because my real world friends didn't really get what was happening with cryptocurrency. So thank you to each and every one of you. You, him and her, and all of you beautiful people. You saved my life. Without all of you people, we wouldn't be here. All right. This is gold. Thank you. Late night streams. Yeehaw, baby. I love that you said this is gold. That means you're getting value out of the story. And that's the key. I wanted to make sure people are getting value out of what I'm saying. 776 people here on the live. 420 likes. $43 in chat revenue. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's great advice. I've been filling out my schedule between charts and content. That and, of course, have taken care of the old man. Great advice, Sammy. Amen, man. You're living and working visual representation. Everything you practice and preach. Amen, Hash Puppy. Exactly. You become the demonstrative action of what you believe in. You take that as an action. Like, you become the frequency in which you live. Like, you live that frequency on a daily basis. All right. My leg's feeling amazing right now because I'm doing what I love to do. I'm connecting with people around the world. I bet a bunch of you people were praying for me. Frank Kramer, man, you taught me more than anyone about the charts that I've never even met you. You know how many people have said that to me? And that's the beauty. When I meet you one day, you're going to be like, wow, man. So listen, everyone, find a skill, get good at it, and then give it to as many people as you meet. You know? And, you know, find some type of business where they can give back to you, like my trading group, and they will give back. My goodness. You know, give people the education to get as rich as they can, and they will give back to you. Oh, my God, you will be as rich as humanly possible. Zig Ziglar, right? Become successful making other people successful. If I make your success my entire goal, like if I wake up tomorrow morning ready to go with a good night of sleep, ready to rock out, I'm not trying to be rude. I made boatloads. Even this bull run, I consider the last bull run, right? I did really well. We had a really good 2023. It was an amazing year of my life. Unbelievable, right? I could take 6 months off and go, you know, who knows where, right? But then I wouldn't be fulfilled because I wouldn't be able to do my destiny, which is helping others. So it's like, you know, and I do, be all bid. I like to run a business. Businesses are great. So I never want to look like the do-gooder, like, oh, I'm sandbagging free. I'm giving all my money away. All that. Like, nah, I'm a businessman. I like to sell a subscription service. I like to use online to make business. I love it. You know, I also like making gains trading. I also like connecting with people, and I would never shy away with the facts. You know what I mean? How can I short that? You want to short MANTA? I mean, wait for it to come up to this key level and double top at 279, you know? Okay, I got to sell some stuff. This is getting bad. How to win friends and relationships. Jamal Antonio. I mean, you just give as much as you can to the people around you. If you can make the monetary value, they'll love you a lot too. I mean, that's always going to help. But honestly, I'd be cautious on the markets tonight unless I was staying in the short for Bitcoin. And I'd just be careful. All right? Don't go ape in there. They're going to bleed out a little bit tonight. You know? It's funny. It was... It can always be worse, though. And the title of the book was close to that, right? Never let your schooling interfere with your education. Yeah, I love it. After taking the course and being in the Discord, my mom was blown. Each live stream is exactly what you teach. You gain so much more when you understand the lifer way. Amen. Thank you for saying that. Praying that the lifer would wake up being able to kick a 54-yarder. I know, right? Instead of that guy who missed it. Imagine missing it for your team. All you got to do is kick that. And it's not easy, though. It's not an easy task. What all you got to do is kick that thing, man. Look at this guy in the trading group. I like this guy. He shorted Bitcoin. He long MANTA. He made 1,000% gains of both. You got to love it, man. What a boss. God bless VHID. God bless you. That's amazing. All right, everyone. I'm going to run out of here for the night. CREO looks like it may want to run back, but 7 days a little high, right? But the daily's in a falling wedge. If anything's going to continue, this coin could make some moves. It's been a hot number. Pretty close to the 618 Fibonacci level, too. I'll keep an alert on CREO. It's definitely something I'm going to watch. All right. BTC going to the target over here. Yep, there you go. 40,600. We called it. We called it. Right there. Dumpage, baby. Dumpage. And we told you we were going to the downside. We drew this little whack, little flag. 1 minute, just continued to dump. There's no good strong move. We even looked at this like a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder. Remember, there's just no good. There's just no strong div. The div really wasn't strong. Look, you have another resistance now at 41,000. And there you go. 40,006. This was the flag here that we just made this flag. We showed you. Project the flag. Project the, you know. Technically gave you this trade before it happened because I showed you how to draw the flag. We were here when I drew the flag. And I showed you this is likely going to continue down. Look, there you go. All right. HK going to lose. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications, and sign up for the newsletter to stay informed. Crypto is life. The ball curved unnaturally. A magnetic tinfoil hat. NFL. I know. I love it. After the course and being in the Discord, my mom was, well, God bless you, man. Got straight into that. Just in reason. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Zig Ziglar was the title. Yeah. Love Lifer. Shout out to Peter Lachney. Exchange up using 250 higher. Let's go to the 30s. Markets need it. Let's alt run. Good for my short. Amen. Nice late stream, brother. There we go. 786. Here we go. Here's the dumpage, though. We called this dump for you all the way down to 40,600. It's hard to leave in the middle of a dump. Look at the 777s right now every time I'm around. Isn't that crazy? You always see them when I'm here. Sammy was right. Yeah. Jay Abram and Gary Halbert are must-reads. Thank you. Business copywriting legends. Thank you. This is Sammy's house. Woman protector. Thank you. Can you please look at ETH? I'm just going to keep dumping with Bitcoin. That's it. Now, look, you project your next flag again with the moving averages. Same idea here. And if you're going to continue to dump, you got your next flag, and you're going to go down to about 40,006 and maybe even lower. 40,597. And you can see that the 4-hour wanted vengeance, in my humble opinion. And Asia loves to sell Sunday night into Monday morning. We love these dumps, you know. So it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. I see more downside coming for Bitcoin. All right. If you want to trade where we trade, I trade MXC. Lowest fees, highest profits, 0.1% spot maker, taker fee, 0.1% future, and 0% taker fee on the futures. Now, if you hold 1,000 MEXC tokens, you cut this in half and you pay the least amount of fees of any single exchange in the game. So I'm not about paying fees. You do whatever makes you happy, but I'm not about paying fees. What I am about is buying Bitcoin on the dippage. Whenever there's a nasty red candle for Bitcoin, I'm buying. So I'm going to be buying about $2,500 worth of Bitcoin right now because there's a nasty red candle. And I must take advantage. Even if I know we're going to go lower, I have more money to buy more Bitcoin. So it's going to be okay. So you saw me just grab up more BTC right there at about 40,722. And there was my SHIDO sell this morning. And I could have made even more, but it was still a good gain. Today was still pretty awesome. And there we are at 40,690. I called 40,006 area already when this started. And bang, bang, bang to the downside. Headed to my target. Only a matter of time now. Even when we started here in this flag, right? Nasty dump. Easy money, too. The dump was just stop loss right above there. Like, it wasn't that hard. Like, all you had to do was put a stop at the next resistance. Previous bounce, bounce, bounce. Okay, you SR flipped that? I'll put a stop here. Take it to the downside. You'd be like, well, why didn't you short it? Sam, well, I'm in immense pain. I don't feel too good. My head is, like, blotchy with, like, sweat. And I'm just not in a good mental state to be wanting to trade at the present moment in time. I have to be honest. Everyone expects me to be Sammy ready to trade, like, because everyone sees me new, like someone that never seen me before, like, well, dance, monkey, dance, you know? And I will dance for you. Trust me. I do like to dance for you guys. But it's got to be at the right time, at the right moment. And I'm also not perfect, so there you go. All right, everyone, I'm going to jump on out for the night. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I see this dump continuing like I showed you. Watch the smaller time frames. I mean, this is a pretty nasty dump. A really nasty sell-off in the middle of the night. Most people going to bed. They got drunk on the playoffs. And the sell-off continues. Nasty sell-off. Nasty sell-off. Wow. Yeah. But, you know, nothing goes up forever. I have to tell you that. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. So, happy that we made the gains in which we did today, right? To balance off some of those portfolio losses. And that's what we're going to keep doing. Keep digging away until we get those gains back. It is what it is. If you lost horribly today, you got swatted, you know, you got liquidated, you got to rethink what you're doing. Better proper risk management. I always have a long-term idea. And remember, think about June and July. We're going to be in a different place once this halving comes in and things start to change. So don't get flushed out of this market. They're going to do what they can to get you out. They're going to use that fear and greed index. I use the fear. The more fear, the better for me. We want that heavy fear. Send us more fear. And remember, BOOKMAP is telling us that we're going lower. It's been telling us for days now. If you see 38,000, you cannot just say, oh my gosh, I didn't know we were going to go to 38,000. I never thought that 38,000. I'm just, oh my God. Come on now. All right. So pay attention. Be prepared. It's not always up. It goes up and down, everybody. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, I'll be back tomorrow morning with another beautiful update and another beautiful live stream. God bless all you people. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you for the comments. And thank you for the likes. I'll see you all tomorrow. And we'll be back at it like we do every single day. Thank you so much, everyone. Here's to you. Have a good night. Blessings on blessings. I appreciate it.